Hello and welcome. And today we're talking about the Atlanta Falcons. And will the O-line additions equate to success? Okay, so we know they took Chris Lindstrom, guard, Boston College, first round, 14th overall. Caleb McCrary, left tackle, washed almost five. Maybe, the first best defensive lineman? Or excuse me, wide receiver in the league. It's between him and Antonio Brown. As far as the best wide receiver in the league, you pay that guy. You got Calvin Ridley coming up. He's another phenomenal receiver. Made plays last year all over the place. He's going to be even better this year. Caleb McCrary and Chris Lindstrom. That's going to give you more time and more opportunity, because now you're going to have rushing lanes to run through. You're not going to have backs stopping in the backfield, making moves in the backfield, trying to create. He'll make the linebackers miss. He'll make the defensive backs and them safeties that are coming up. You're going to see a lot more big plays. And if Matt wants to hold the ball just a little bit or something like that, maybe Austin Hooper, that running back. And with as capable as the Atlanta Falcons running backs are, you have to think that equals more production. The longer you give Julio Jones to get open, that definitely, if you give Julio Jones consistently an extra step to get open, that's success. That's success all day. And then Calvin Ridley, a young developing guy who's getting better and better, he's going to have more time to get open, more success, more targets, and realistic targets. Because somebody's targeted, if a quarterback has to basically throw the ball in the direction of a receiver, it may go down as a target, but is it realistically a catchable ball? So you're going to see completion ratio go way up. So yeah, I think all day long, this is a move. I think Atlanta's a contender, a serious contender. And the reason why I say this is because you've got some quality in your draft. You have some picks in the 4th and 6th round that really. Kendall Sheffield, corner at Ohio State, very good. Got I think highly underestimated. There are some people that were really big on Greedy Williams coming out. Greedy Williams, nothing taken away from Greedy Williams. Greedy Williams is very good. Teams are not evaluating corners like they used to. The corners or wide receivers. It's front 7 players now. It's offensive linemen that you're seeing as priority picks, high priority picks for teams. But Kendall's draft this year fell all the way to the 4th round. And I'll tell you, I think Atlanta got a good one. Another gem, and I mean gem, to watch for is this rookie running back, Kadre Olson from Pittsburgh. 6'1", 232 pounds. He's fast. He's athletic. He can make a guy miss in the hole. He can break tackles. He runs as strong as what he is. As big as he is, he runs as strong as he is. And he uses space well when he gets into space. He can catch the ball fluently. His run and catch skills are very, very good. A lot of quality backs in the draft this year, coming out of bigger name schools. And Kadre Olson, I believe, is underestimated by far. Very explosive back. You got Ito Smith, a small, quick scat back with high production potential. Donna Freeman, Hannah has, because I think Calvin Ridley will be a superstar this year, opposite Julio Jones. And Austin Hooper, he's been good. He gets better every year. So there's a lot of people to throw to. You still have Mohamed Sanu, very experienced, brings a lot of experience. And when you add back offensive linemen, they're not going to a Pro Bowl. And when you add Chris Lindstrom into that mix, you have a strong offensive guard rotation. Chris Carpenter can play on the left side or the right side. He's got experience with the Jets doing both. Jamon Brown, primarily a right guard, 6'4", 340. And I think that's going to improve Alex Mack's production at center. I think, the more talent you have around you playing next to you, the easier it is for you to perform well, because I think Alex Mack had to help other people around him out a lot last year, and that took away from his ability to go block a linebacker at the second level and really get them lanes opened up for the interior run. And Julio Jones should have a monster campaign this year. He will break with Matt Ryan having extra time. So he's going to have more time than he's ever had throughout his whole career. This is probably the best offensive line he has had since being an Atlanta Falcon. These two rookies are very, very good. This Caleb McGarry, he's a mauler. He puts people to the ground. He's going to be good in the pass, run. I mean, he's going to help the total functionality of the offense, both in the run game, screen game. He can pull. He's got enough athletic ability to pull if you need him to. Good downfield blocker when he goes to the second level. So whether you're throwing a screen pass or you're just having an interior zone run, he is really, really going to help. And with Padre Olsen having a little bit more size, Donna Freeman, so now you bring in the 230-pounder to kind of offset him, and you keep Donna Freeman healthy. And you have Kenjon Barner, a guy that the only thing I would say about Atlanta where I think they need corners. I don't see enough corners. Yes, you've got Desmond Trufant. And at the safety spot, you have Keanu O'Neal. Those two guys are basically holding the fort in the secondary until you get more talent. I definitely think Kendall Sheffield is a good player, but he's a rookie. Way better than a fourth-round draft pick. I thought he could definitely go in the second round, but you got him in the fourth. He's going to add to the production. He could be, looking at this group of corner, because he'll get better through training camp. He'll get some snaps in the preseason games. I think he'll outplay anyone that I see on Atlanta's roster. So your defense should get slightly better, but the offensive line and the time of possession should go way up. And that's going to help out the defense as well. Austin Hooper should have a field day. He's going to have an extra step. I mean, you're red, so the defense is now going to have to, if they want to try to get to Matt Ryan, they've got to blitz at this point. The offensive line is good enough to dictate to the defense that you're not going to get pressure with 3 or 4 guys, so now you got to bring 5. Can your 6 cover our 4? Or he's going to have some big plays. There's going to be a lot of touchdowns for Julio Jones this year. And Calvin Ridley. I think Matt Ryan throws for over 5,000 yards this year. I'll say this. I think the Atlanta Falcons win their division because of the offensive production. I think they score about 35 points a game. With the offensive line being as good as it is now, with the improvements they've made both in free agency and the draft, they're going to be able to rotate players, keep offensive linemen healthy and rested and fresh. And Julio Jones will have a field day with this. You have Austin. It's not like you only have, you have Austin Hooper, you have Calvin Ridley, and you have Mohamed Sanu, all very, very good, productive players, a good balance of veteran presence along with younger players to come up and learn from. Should be an interesting tight end battle for the tight end the backup tight end spot, tight end number 2 spot. Logan Paulson was brought in. Luke Stocker was brought in, along with some of the guys they already had. So that'll be an interesting camp battle to see when Austin Hooper comes off the field, who's going in for him and what level of play are they playing at. Should be an interesting, very interesting camp battle. Calvin Ridley going to his second year. That's exciting. The only thing, I mean, you got Kenjon Barner, Donna Freeman, Kadre Olsen, which I think is going to jump off the map, and Ito Smith. So you have some depth, a lot of explosive running backs that can run the ball, they can catch the ball, or they have enough elusiveness to give you some run after the catchability. Yeah. I see Atlanta going at least to the NFC Championship game. At least. Whenever you improve your offensive line, you improve the rest of your team. And the defense, the pass rush will be back. When, they brought Adrian Claiborne in to help out. He is always, he's not dynamic, but he is a solid left end. He is going to help. He is physical. He is good against the run. He gets consistent pass pressure. He moves blockers off the ball. And then Tarkus McKinley, he is just a speed demon coming off the edge. And you've got Hagman and Grady Jarrett in the middle that can provide a push. I mean, you are talking about a team. This team could get hot. I think they score 35 points a game. They might allow 24 points a game on defense, but I think this offense is good enough to score 35 points per game. They'll have a few up 50 on a team. And I don't know if they got the defense to go to the Super Bowl. They've got the offense. Plenty of it. I definitely think they've got enough to make it to the championship game. I win the divisional round, and then it'll depict on how the defense plays and who they play and what matchups are there to see what happens from there. But Atlanta did a great job this offseason. They might not be, a lot of times you want to see, some type of skill position player in the first round. But let me tell you, they added the talent up front to allow their existing talent to explode. I hope you all enjoyed the show. Be sure to join me next week as we go through any updates from the Atlanta Falcons. We'll get into some more OTA action. And we'll take a little a preview of training camp next week. See you then, everybody. Have a great day.